So I'm just about finishing up editing one of my next videos, and I had to stop because I wanted to comment on this. You know, this isn't a normal thing. It's kind of like with the He-Man stuff. Occasionally, I see something on fucking Twitter or YouTube, and I just have to laugh. And yeah, I didn't intentionally bring Gray here. He wanted to come here, but PETA has gone. If you know anything about PETA, it's the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. You know they do a lot of cringe shit from time to time, and they'll post stuff in a lot of like attention grabby kind of ways. And I guess technically it's working because I'm talking about it right now. But I'll put pictures up. I don't know if it's gonna be here, if it's gonna be on the thumbnail or whatever. But they put pictures up trying to talk to Nintendo, saying, "Oh my." It's okay. There's just so much to deconstruct with this thing because it's so fucking stupid. Um, Clearly it's fake. Like, and the reason they're doing this is they're trying to get a rise out of people to get people talking about PETA. And again, it's working because I'm talking about it, just because it's so funny. And I was thinking about saving this stuff and doing like a full video later on, but it's such a flash in the pan moment that I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So again, this is all off the cuff. But these fucking people put a tweet out with like these really shitty like images of clearly a modded Smash Brothers Ultimate, or it's like they just took Smash Ultimate and put like really shitty PNGs of this character. It's like not a nugget or some shit. I'm not even gonna name it correctly because it's so fucking stupid. Clearly, the whole point is to try to get a emotional response because they're even like, oh, call on Nintendo to put this character in the game, and Nintendo's not gonna fuck, dude. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about you. Just like most people don't give a shit about your organization. If you like PETA, hey, that's great. That's on you. But I have found over time that I'm not a staunch supporter of theirs from a lot of the shady shit that they have done. But I digress. So what I think is funny about this is they try on multiple fronts to say different things, but they fail exponentially on all of them. So on the one hand, they try to do the whole leak subculture thing, but at the same time, they tried to make it a parody of itself, where they have the shitty screenshot like, oh, my uncle works at Nintendo, and this fucking character is going to be the next character, and then right under that, they're like, so make sure to reach out to Nintendo to fucking put this character in there, and it's so. One of the things I love, I mean, it's all ranty. So if you're here for regular, like, scripted content and all that stuff, I apologize. Just occasionally this shit comes up and I just have to laugh. It's so propaganda-y that it's hilarious. And I love looking at shit like that because it's so blatant and fucking funny that I'm just like, you guys... What makes it so funny is they put so much time and effort into it, obviously. Like, these motherfuckers sat in a boardroom and were like, how can we get people to not eat fucking animals? And it was to latch onto something that the hype has died down for. I mean, yeah, okay, the speculation for Smash Brothers characters is going to come back up again around the time that the last character is getting revealed. I get that because there's the whole hype cycle with Smash Brothers. But they fucking dropped this at the worst time. Like, there's a PlayStation fucking... I know it's not called the PlayStation Direct. It's like the showcase or whatever. There's a PlayStation Direct coming on in like an hour. And you fuckers put a Nintendo thing out there. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? If you're gonna do this, why didn't you, like, wait till, like... Why didn't you do it... Oh, wait, actually, technically, it came out yesterday. To be fair, it came out yesterday. I just didn't see it till today. And I'm just like, why didn't you fuckers... do it earlier or last week? Because no one fucking is talking about Smash Brothers right now. Maybe that's the point. Maybe they realized it was such a cringe attempt at getting people to notice them. Because PETA is one of those organizations that will go out of their way to create really fucking cringy content. And, whatever... hurting animals is bad. Okay, I'll put that out there. I think animal abuse is fucking terrible on any front. And if you do shit like that, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't like when people hurt animals. So, but they're not an organization like that. I guess from what I've seen, they're a bit of hypocritical. But anyway, why would you wait until fucking today to do this? And make it such... It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic and lame. Like, they didn't even try to fucking make a good parody? Like, why didn't... Okay, Peter, I'm gonna do you a solid. If you're gonna make shitty propaganda like this, you technically already have a mascot character you could have put in there for your really shitty propaganda. You could have literally did that fucking Pokemon, that really shitty Pokemon parody that you did where it was like, he had like the whip and he was attacking Pikachu. He's like, oh no, I'm getting hurt, you know, shit like that. Why didn't you just do that? Because then it would have worked on every single front. It could have worked as a leak, you know, a fucking leak. My uncle said. That's the other thing, too, is that they did the whole my uncle said story that everyone thinks is fucking lame now and super cringe because it's like no one fucking says that even as a joke anymore. That's like my fucking... I'm old as shit, but that's like my dad saying something like that. Come on. But let me circle back. I digress. Why didn't you do that? Because you could have made the joke of like, oh... this is a version of Ash Ketchum or whatever the case is. And instead you opted for a really shitty yellow bird drawing that I could have fucking done. Now, again, I haven't done a lot of research on this not a nugget thing or whatever. Maybe they have made a bunch of parody propaganda things. I don't know, you know. I'm sure it's about chicken nuggets because it's shaped like a nugget or whatever, but I don't care. It's just the fact that if you're going to do something like this, I was going to say, why don't you take the time and effort to make it good? But clearly you did. That's what makes this hilarious. You clearly put the time and effort into making this thing, and it sucked. It fucking sucked. And like, but that, I mean, and then again, if I tried doing something like this, it probably wouldn't turn out as good. You know, so maybe I should be giving them credit. But I will say this. I do have to admire the balls that they did that, considering the Smash fan base can be pretty fucking rabid at times. But again, you know, with Peta gets a lot of shit in general anyway from people, because I think most people see through a lot of their bullshit. But, you know, supposedly bullshit. I don't work for them, I guess. But I don't know, I just had a couple of thoughts about that I wanted to kind of share while the fucking thing was still up there and I just saw it. And again, you can see I'm literally fucked up, you know, and I wanted to fucking talk about this shit. But I think what's hilarious is that Twitter did what Twitter does best. If you go on to the post now, I think I should have it linked below, if I remember to. If you go on there and look at it, fucking everyone is roasting them. I just look at the comments. It's one of the funniest shit that I've seen in a long time. So go look at that, and I guess hashtag not a nugget for Smash, you know, since I'm fucking talking shit anyway, I might as well promote it. Hashtag not a nugget for Smash, guys. If it's not a nugget, it should be fucking Gino, but whatever. Let me put it this way, neither of the two are getting in, so, you know, fuck me, I guess. Anyway, keep things light and rebellious, and go fuck yourself, I don't know. Have a good day.